Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This is not my normal content. However, I am on the hunt for more book recommendations. I do like to read or listen to audiobooks, whatever. I like to read. So I am needing some recommendations. I just pulled out some books off of my bookshelf that I enjoy, just to give you all an idea of kind of things that I'm into, hoping that y'all will recommend some stuff for me to read, because I don't want to miss out, okay? But there's like a billion jillion books in the world, and I need to help define what's actually worth it, okay? I have a goal this year to read 150 books. This past year, 2025, I read 135 books. No, 136. So my goal is 150. I've read 9 books so far the month of January. So just trying to get some book recommendations in. So I'm just going to show you some books that I like, and maybe y'all can give me references or recommendations based off of what I'm kind of showing you. So let's see. My main genre that I read is like thriller, murder mystery kind of jam. One of my favorite books is Ask for Andrea. I love this book, and I've read the prequel as well. I absolutely love Noelle Ely. I love everything she writes. I like that. The ones that I've read are all like based on like a true event. So even if it's not that story, it's like based off of it. Sorry. Let me see. Hold on one second. I just realized my mic is unplugged. Let me see if I can fix this. There we go. Hopefully that helps. So anyway, Ask for Andrea, totally my jam. I really like the special point of view from the ghosts. So I like that book. Silent Patient, the big twists. I love big twists. I love a mystery that I have to solve. Okay. Perfect Marriage. I also have the Perfect Divorce, but it's up there, and I've read both of them. I loved them. So love thriller, murder mystery kind of books. Those are definitely my top genre. I also really enjoy some kind of like horror stories, I guess. I really like Clown in the Cornfield. I've read all of them that are released so far. I can't really tell you why. I'm not like, I don't have a thing for clowns or anything like that, but I really enjoy like the slasher. It reminds me of a slasher film, reminds me of like older movies, so that I used to watch. So there's that. But I also really like this book. I like Natasha Preston. I don't know if you can see her books up here, but this one's one of my top favorites because and I pulled it out today that I really like books that are like a one by one like murder mystery, like they're going down one by one. And this book, it was inspired by Scream, so there's that nostalgic movie kind of feel to this one as well. So I like books that are like remind me of like a film, like Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason, that kind of jam. I also am big into fantasy. I've read the Fourth Wing series. You can't see them. I've got the Court of Thorns and Roses series up there. There are so many fantasy series out there, and I don't want to commit to a series unless it comes backed with good recommendation. So if you have some fantasy for me that you feel like would be on par with Fourth Wing or the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, let me know. If you feel like, a series worth investing in, or better yet, if you know of a standalone fantasy, that would be awesome, because then I don't have to commit to a series, because I try not to be, but I like to, if they're all already released, I have to go boom, 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 one book after the other. Something's wrong with me. I don't know why I have to do that, but I do. So, I've done a little bit better because I'm also currently in the middle of the Throne of Glass series. I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've read 5 of the books. I've got to read Empire of Storms, and then I'm gonna tandem read the last 2. And I just said, I listen to audiobooks, so tandem reading the last 2, it's gonna be like 33 hours of my life on audiobook, at least. So I have broken that one up because it was very intimidating to start because it's so long, but I am enjoying that. So that's another fantasy that I like. I didn't really count these into fantasy because they're monsters, but I know that kind of falls into fantasy. I don't know. Like paranormal is what it. Anyway, Halfway to the Grave by Janine Frost. I've read the entire Cat and Bones series from Janine Frost. I love them. And I even have Outtakes from the Grave. I bought it because it's part of this, but I haven't read it yet because I don't want it to change how I see things for them, because I don't like hypotheticals. Like in the Outtakes from the Grave, she puts in, I don't know if y'all have read it, but she puts in a wedding scene that didn't happen in the books. The wedding doesn't happen in the books. It's just if it had happened, this is what it would have been like. And I don't want that in my brain. But I had to buy it because I've read every other book. So, they're on this shelf. Like, I stacked them. They're underneath those books, but they are back there. And so if you have any other suggestions, I've not read a Lindsay Sands book, but I've heard people like her. So I bought a couple of books, but I haven't started it. Is it worth it? The series is so long. But anyway, I blow through these quickly. So let's see. What else? I've got these. So these are monsters. These are like ghouls. I loved this book, guys. I love this book very much. Very much. I like the sci-fi, paranormal kind of things going on. Such Sharp Teeth is a werewolf book, and I thoroughly enjoyed it as well. So monsters, totally acceptable. I just bought Hollow, Selena Spooky Boo's book, and I can't wait to read it when it comes in. So that's kind of there. And then I've also got Mr. Ballin. I love Mr. Ballin. I like based on real things as well. And these are like, shall I say, strange, dark, and mysterious stories. He also has a second book out. I haven't read it yet, but this one's so pretty. It's kind of like a comic book kind of looking thing. So there's that. I do like romance. Allie Hazelwood's probably my favorite. And this is my favorite book by her. So any suggestions on that? I like the science, like the academia part of it in this book. So there's that. I don't like a ton of smut. I'm not really into that. So then anything with animals, I love them. Okay, whether they're dinosaurs, which you should have known, you should have seen this coming if you've watched my channel. Okay, I have a Jurassic problem. Okay, and I love these books. And I've never looked for other dinosaur books to read. I don't know if there is other dinosaurs chasing you books, But if you all know of any, I would like to know they exist. I have not looked, but when I was looking through books on my bookshelf to show y'all, this is what I saw. I saw this. I was like, I wonder if anybody else has read any dinosaur chasing you kind of books. Also, I have nightmares about dinosaurs chasing me. Anybody else? Just me? Oh, okay. So there's that. Zoo by James Patterson. I bought this book on my honeymoon to read on our airplane ride, and I finished it in no time. And I wasn't really into reading that much yet, but my mom said, Haley, you need to buy you a book and read it on the airplane. That's what I would do. Mother knows best, you know? So, anyway, I really like this book. Anything animals really makes me happy. Really. The show sucked. Beautiful, remarkably bright creatures. The octopus. It was such a good book. And if you haven't read it and you like animals and, you know, it's set in an aquarium. So, yeah, it's beautiful. And I loved it. Any animals. So, that was 11 minutes of your life that I took away from you. But if you stuck around, please give me some recommendations. If you saw these books and was like, hey, she would like that, then send it my way, please. I want some book recommendations, and I try to keep up with like book talk and stuff and seeing all the newer stuff. But if there's something in the past that you read, because this isn't a new book, you know, and it's one of my most favorite books of all time. When was this written? Never. It was written never. 2007. So, and I mean, Jurassic Park was written in 1993. No, the movie was released in 1993. So, I don't even know when the book was written. The movie was released in 1993. The book was released in 1990. So, give me your recommendations, okay? And if you all want to see the things I'm reading, let me know. I don't mind to do book stuff. I obviously enjoy it. So if you want to hear some book stuff that I read, when I'm done with January, I can show you the books that I read, and do a no spoiler review. Whatever. But yeah, I need some recommendations. So help a girl out. Thank y'all. Bye.